So, starting up a new log today. I actually made one maybe like a week ago, installing the sway bar, but I was like, damn, I talked for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure somebody, everybody doesn't want to hear me talking for 15 minutes and then, 2 minutes of car stuff. So, I kind of scrapped it. If you guys are on my IG, you know that I posted just like the little snippet of the sway bar install. So what I'm gonna, oh damn. So what I'm gonna be doing today, well not today, but I'm gonna be starting today is I'm gonna be removing this line right here. Ah, fuck, that's hot. I'm gonna be removing this oil line right here that I did, this was in the other video that I wasn't gonna post, but it goes back here to the back of the block pretty much right here, if you guys can see where I'm pointing right there. So I'm gonna remove all of this where the oil pressure switch is at, the line's at, and I'm gonna be replacing it with the Golden Eagle kit. Luckily I went and found a fitting that'll just fit the hose that I already have, so I don't need a hose. I just needed a block off and the fitting to fit it pretty much. So all I'm really missing now is just the oil filter, which of course we have to get the OEM, Honda. Big shout out to Baltasar. Thanks for hooking me up with one. But I need to drain the oil on this one. I need to drain the oil, go pick up some oil, and then just get all that done, because I don't know if we're gonna have a big, well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a big spill, so I'd rather have the engine just empty, and then we should be able to just work a lot more comfortable. So I'm also going to be replacing this one right here. Like I had said in the previous video, I did get a replacement bolt from Downstar. Thank you again, Frank. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. So I'm going to be replacing this one right here, so it'll match the rest of them. I'll get that done. I'm contemplating maybe reinstalling my coil on plug kit now that the car is actually running. It's on time. It's cool. It's good. I know that it'll run good. But it's just a little hard to it's a little hard to work right now because it's like 100. It's like 7 o'clock at night and it's still like 100 degrees out here in California. We've been going through a heat wave, so I still need to go pick up my jack because I let my dad borrow it again. So what I'm gonna do is jack up the car, put it on stands. I need to see if I have a container that I could put the oil in. For now, if not, I'm gonna have to go get one. Because I think my other one's full, so I might as well just drain that one and just get an extra one just to have a second one on hand. And then we'll do that, and then that should, oh, and then I do have to replace also the oil drain plug and the crush washer, so we could do that as well. We should have a pretty good seal once that's done, I hope. I'm still going to be checking for leaks and all that, but hopefully this will take care of the major ones. Other than that, once those are done, I'll just jump onto see if I can figure out the other one. But let's start by getting this done first. So finally getting a chance to work on the Civic. It's been a busy month. My wife's birthday, my son's birthday. We had a party for my son, my wife, her plans and whatnot. So now that's all over with, and now I gotta deal with the clutter. I gotta clean all this up. I really want to organize all this stuff, get rid of the stuff that I'm not gonna be using. The control arms and stuff like that, I'm gonna get rid of that. And then just kind of store them over here on my racks where I have all my parts. So I'll probably be doing that tomorrow, but today I need to find a container to start draining the oil. It's already on jack stands. Shoot, I don't think I have a container to drain this. Probably just gonna have to find some little makeshift container just to drain the oil, so I can start working on this. I really need to get this this damn thing on here, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna look for a little container and just drain the oil so I could work a little more comfortably and not have oil spills everywhere. So let's get that done. So I found this old container, pretty much draining the oil right now. I know you guys can't see, but didn't have a lot of oil in it, but let's hope it doesn't spill because I think the cap is pretty loose. This also kind of gives me like a little gauge on how much oil the engine had, because I was kind of worried that the engine oil was what was leaking. So Looks pretty clean still, from what I can see, because I can see the line. I don't know if you guys can see it, but not so too dark. But from what I can see on the other side, it's pretty clean. So I'm gonna just let this drain out. I'm gonna get the new drain plug ready. Like I said, we did get a new drain plug from Honda, so we're gonna put that on because this one's just faulty already. It sucks, and it has a little drip on the end. But this is gonna make it a lot easier for us to just do everything that we need to do while there's no oil in the engine. So I'm gonna just let this drain out, finish up in here. So let's let it finish up. So I found the actual crush washer that I just ordered, so that's pretty cool. So this is the new drain plug with the new drain crush washer. I did already remove the oil filter. Now I gotta loosen up the line and take off the T-fitting, disconnect the oil pressure switch in there, and then see if I can bring the T-fitting out. It's a bit of a tight space, but I don't want to take off the alternator and all that, just so I could get my hand in there. So let's get all that off first. So new crush washer and bolt are on. Hopefully this fixes the leak from right here, because I mean, it is a new crush washer and a new bolt, so it should fix it, right? So hopefully, if not, I'm just gonna end up moving to replacing the whole oil pan, because I just don't want to leak. I don't want leaks at all. So hopefully this fixes this. Still gotta figure out the issue over here on the trans side, but at least for this side, it's already, you know, this is fixed. So I took the hose off already. It was draining right there, so that's off. I'm working on taking off the T-fitting right now, which is being a pain in the ass because I don't have a crescent wrench to loosen up the oil pressure switch. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get that out. So because the T-fitting won't rotate if the oil pressure switch is on. So if I can't find one today with my neighbor, I'll probably just move on to getting the sandwich plate on, the hose line on, and then we could just worry about that once my neighbor comes, or if I think I'll just go buy one tomorrow. But let's move on to trying to get that oil pressure switch off. If not, we'll figure something out. So now you can see it way better because I put the light on it. So look, the oil pressure switch, it's on there, like on the T. This is the T-fitting I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see it with my hand in the way, but if you know where the oil pressure switch is, this one, it's on a T-fitting. This is what the oil line was being fed by. So I need to get this oil pressure switch off so I can rotate the T-fitting to come off, and then just put the oil pressure switch back to its original location, feed the line over here to the new sandwich plate. But I don't know if I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna interfere if I put the oil filter on now. I don't think it matters anyways. I could just take the oil filter and sandwich plate off. So I'm gonna put the oil filter on now, run the hose if I can with the location that it's at, because the fitting's facing right here to the side, because I had to find a location where I could feed the line. I kind of had to rotate it so I could feed the line, but kind of feels, I don't want to say it does, but it kind of feels like I'm gonna have to get a 90 degree to feed it, but we'll see. Right now I'm gonna put the line in, and then we'll go from there. But I'm definitely gonna have to get like a crescent wrench or something just to get this one out, and then get the rest of it out so I could just plug it up and clean it up. But let's finish up the sandwich plate and the oil line. So I got pretty much as far as I could today. That's like finding the right angle for the sandwich plate and putting it on, and just because of the oil feed line, pretty much. You have to find the right angle so it doesn't interfere with anything else in the block. Another thing I found out is this line is way too long to, you know, end up right here in the back of the block. So I mean, look at how much I still have left over, and even if I try to bend it all the way back, it's just gonna look ugly. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go get a new line made. So probably what I'm gonna do is have it with a 90, like just a 90, so I could just kind of like, instead of having to still bend it out, I could just kind of like plop it right here on this one, fitting right here, this one, so I could just pretty much just connect it and then just screw it on, and then instead of having to just kind of like bulge this one out, and then maybe I'll get a black line as well so it just blends in with everything. So I kind of just ran into those issues. I still need to find or get a crescent wrench so I can take that fitting off and the oil pressure switch so I can put it back to its original location. And I don't know if you can tell, but the oil filter is on it. My flashlight died, so I had to put it to recharge, but the little blue filter is on already. I didn't kind of like tighten it all the way down. I just put it on. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get a crescent wrench so I can remove the rest of it, and then since tomorrow is Friday, I'm gonna go do that. And then Saturday morning I'm gonna wake up super early and go get a line made at J&J. So hopefully that'll just finish up this, and that'll be it. Tomorrow I'll probably also take the valve cover off, and I've been wanting to repaint my valve cover for a while now. I just can't decide on what color. So I want something nice, something shiny, not, you know, seems kind of dull just in gray. So I'll probably do that, something that'll pop with the blue and purple and all that. But for now, and then I'll just replace that bolt in the corner and do that tomorrow, just so I can get a lot more done. But I need to go pick up that crescent wrench tomorrow. But that'll do it for tonight, and then I'll pick back up tomorrow. So it's currently Sunday. I'm on my way to work right now because my company started doing this thing where we rotate on Sundays, and technically it's my Sunday to work today. So I mean, it's only for 4 hours, so I'm not really complaining. It just sucks having to, you know, have Saturday off and then having to come in on Sunday. But I went to the line place where they make pressurized lines yesterday, and it was actually closed, so I didn't get a chance to make the line for the sandwich plate. So that's probably gonna have to wait till maybe next week, my next day off, because I'm off pretty late and I can't make it to the shop on time. So yeah, that was a bummer. But I still need to get a crescent wrench to take off that oil pressure switch, and I still need to remove the T-fitting, so I can still do that. And then just like the last piece of the puzzle will just be the line, so we should, you know, be back in business after that. Hopefully, man, hopefully I can have it running by next weekend. That's the plan, but we'll see how things go. But man, I need to wash the daily, because it's been sitting for a while, and it got really bad, probably because it sits next to the neighbor's sprinklers and under a tree to top it off, so there's a whole bunch of gunk and sap on it. So I need to wash this. I'll probably get that done today after work once the sun goes down, because we don't know about water spots on black cars. So I'll get that done today, and then maybe Wednesday, because Wednesday I get off a little bit earlier than normal. Maybe Wednesday I'll have time to go get that line made, and then we can just have it done before the weekend, and then we can have it rolling. So, you know, that'll take care of the 2 oil leaks that I have found. And then once I change out the valve cover washer bolt and put in the Downstar bolt, we should be good. I kind of want to replace the valve cover gasket while I'm at it, but we'll see. I'll see how bad or how old the one on there right now is. So, but let's finish off this work day, and let's get back to it. Kind of just took Saturday off and just chill. So, you know, we got to get back into it. I want to have this vlog up by Wednesday, so let's get as much done as possible. Catch you guys in a bit. So the fitting's out finally. Luckily, this little bung right here was on a lot harder than this was actually attached to the block, so not too bad. So I got this one out. I just got to put the oil pressure switch back now, tighten that up really good, and then just put the sandwich plate back on. So sorry, excuse me, but we should be good after that. It didn't actually fight me that much. Once I figured out that the bung itself wasn't on too bad, it was actually really quick just to take out. So I'm gonna put the oil pressure switch back and then put on the sandwich plate, and we should be good to go. Then after that, all I need is just oil. So let's get that buttoned up right now. So it's pretty much buttoned up. I tightened everything, you know. Now you can see that it's just I don't know if you can see it, but you can kind of see it. It's just the oil pressure switch now. It just threaded in fine. The oil filter's on. Everything's pretty much just buttoned up. The line is on. It's just coming in like the long way, pretty much. Kind of just like loops this way and then just comes down this way, and I hate that. So it's kind of just like a crutch for now, just until I have time to go make a new line. I still have to pretty much take off the valve cover and just replace this stud right here. And that'll probably be the last of it, and then just pour oil. So, but for right now, I'm actually working on my wife's car. As you can see, the battery's in bad shape. I have to replace this terminal right here, which is super burnt out. So that's the old one. I went to Nissan and actually got a new one, new battery terminal. So we should be good after I put this one in. But I'm gonna clean up this whole battery, clean up the terminals to make sure that there's no connection issues, and then we'll move back to the Civic. But for now, I need to do maintenance on this sucker because I mean, look at these damn terminals. So I'm gonna just clean all this up, and then we'll go from there. So pretty much the battery is all done up. Just changed the terminal. It was such a pain in the ass because I guess this one was just super rusted on, so I kind of had to like hit it with WD-40, and then it kept bending, so I didn't want to bend the little brackets that has all the fuses on it and everything. So that's all pretty much done up. I cleaned up both of the terminals. Should be making good connection. I'm gonna start it up right now. So let's hope it starts up. So give it a shot. Sounds better when it starts, so that's a good thing. We're good to go. Sounds better when it starts, because this morning when I started it was just like prop, 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 and then fired up. So that's good. So this is all done. I'm gonna let the battery charge up a little bit. Hopefully that fixes the issue. So I'm gonna let the battery charge up, and then we'll move on to the other Civic. If not, I'll probably just do that tomorrow, because it's already 9:30. So I'll probably do that tomorrow, because I needed to get this one done today. So but tomorrow for sure we'll finish up the valve cover, and that should completely, you know, finish up the video. But yeah, let's wait till tomorrow then. Fuck it. It's pretty much all done up. Replaced all 4 of them. Everything's back together. We're good to go, and that pretty much just sums it up for this video. And now all I have left is to put oil in the engine, and then after that we should be good. I could start it up and check for any leaks, which I really hope that there's 0 leaks, because that was the whole point of this. But other than that, we're good to go. And then stay tuned for the next video, because the next video is going to be a good one. We're going to be doing something with the front end. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.